What is going on? Welcome back, ladies and germs, to the channel here. It's going to be another banger match for the Zoned Out Gaming League. My name is Clam, or Calamity. I'll be your caster, your host for this evening. For this match we got in front of us, it's going to be two teams that are undefeated in this season so far. It's going to be Kenny's Walk going up against the Power Surge. Should be a good one tonight. I mean, I'm curious who's going to end up winning this match because I've seen both of these teams in different matches so far, and I feel like, two top teams in the group coming together for a match, and this should be a banger. I really don't know what to expect with this one tonight, but we'll take a quick look at the rosters for this evening. You got Kenny's Walk, you got Schnapps, Reload, Silentez. That's going to be a tough one for me to say, I'm not going to lie. Last time I couldn't say it right. I doubt I'm going to say it right tonight either. I apologize in advance. And Jex, another easy name for me to say. Appreciate you, Jex. But should be a banger here, as it looks like the lobby did get reset. We were taking a little bit too long. Let me get back in there. But on the flip side, it is going to be Power Surge. You got Aspect, Velen, Smudge, and Scar, I believe, rounding out the rosters for Power Surge tonight. At least I believe that should be the case. They're not all in here yet, but we're just waiting for the last couple of people to trickle on in here, and we should be all good to go. Let's take a look at the maps that we have tonight. I think this is the most interesting thing for me is we got some new maps coming into the rotation, and that means we got some new maps to watch here. We're going to be starting off with Den, but then we do head to that Fringe SND, which I've seen a couple teams play this already. It's been kind of a popular one, I feel like, because of BO6. Last year it was in the rotation for SND, and I mean, we're seeing it here again, so eyes on that one for sure. Exposure Overload, and then Sake Hardpoint, which I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen a ton as of yet. I feel like it's been, not really prioritized by a lot of teams. A lot of teams have been banning this map away. I feel like, maybe not as comfortable on it as some of the newer ones, but I'm sure as time goes on, we'll be seeing more and more of the new maps coming on into this, rotation, and it's something the team's got to consider about banning as well, because you see, I mean, Power Surge banning double gridlock in that one, so no gridlock from them tonight. And Raid S&D will be the final map as well, so kind of an interesting map set. I'm curious what is going to be happening on Fringe S&D. We haven't seen a ton of this on BO7 yet. I mean, other than, my rank play games. And maybe a few CDL matches here and there, but curious to see what happens on that map tonight. Whether or not we see some sniper rifle action or not is going to be the case. I feel like Fringe is kind of a punishing map for players in clutch situations. If you have the sniper last alive in a clutch situation, you can almost kiss the round goodbye, so it can be very polarizing, I guess you could say, in that aspect. But we'll see. Speaking of Aspect, for the Power Surge, we'll see how he performs tonight. He's been absolutely shooting on that roster last time I watched him. We'll see if he does the same tonight. And on the flip side, man, I feel like it was Schnapps last time. He was doing a great job for the Kenny's Walk roster when I watched them play. We'll see if he also has another great performance tonight. Should be a banger. I'm looking forward to this one. I know, we're, a little late to this one. I don't know what's exactly going on, but I think the lobby might have broken or something. Maybe we're having a little problems joining in this one. So I might honestly throw it to a quick break here while we get things locked and loaded. Might be a little bit longer. Apologies, guys. I know, not exactly ideal to have more delays, but it's online COD. At the end of the day, stuff happens. So I'll see you guys here in a bit. We'll be right back with map number 1. back. Apologize for the delays coming in through here. You know, is what it is. Sometimes players need some extra time, and, you know, we got plenty of it here, just chilling, waiting for the lobby to get sorted, and we are finally loaded on in to that map number 1. We got all the players locked, loaded, ready to go, and I'm curious what I'm going to be seeing in this first map. I feel like it's going to be a huge tone setter for me. I feel like it always is, and it's not going to be that typical Colossus that we're going to be seeing here. It's going to be Den, so maybe more of a methodical map, but definitely subs can get involved on this map for sure. We're going to be on board with Schnaps, but he's going to be getting flanked by Aspect in the back right now. Aspect should be getting a free kill, but oh no, off the mark on that one. He's going to get taken care of. Reloads on the flip side is going to fall as well, so 2 for 2 in the feed. Jex trying to stay alive on the hill, but overwhelmed by the sheer numbers will get taken down, and now the rotations are on. That was a big 20 they were able to get for the side of Kenny's Walk here. We'll see if they can push on through. Smudge trying to make a dent in the spawns for the moment, but he's going to find himself the lone member, and now the spawn outs are happening. He's got a big job ahead of him. Wow, what a win on Jex there. I mean, style points at the very least. Didn't really amount to much, but I mean, a huge win for him to find. And now the rotations are on. You got Power Surge in the back here, but quickly dealt with. 1, 2, they both fall, and now from the front, the pressure is here, but it's going to be all 3. And now it's going to have to be the break now for the Power Surge. We'll see if they're able to find it. So far, not so good. You got Silent Test all the way pushed up outer. He's able to fall, but that has allowed a little bit of pressure to be alleviated, at least here. Schnaps going for the pre-fire on another one. It's not going to find it. It's going to be Ira. Low HP. Can you find anything more? The answer is no, and it's going to be another 3 dead. Jex, nice little 3-piece to claim the front of the hill, and I mean, this has been a great setup so far. The good hold from Kenny's Walk doing their thing on this P2. We'll see if they can lock down the rest of it. I mean, honestly, with 20 seconds left, if you're Power Surge, you probably want to rotate, because, yeah, look at where number 5 spawned behind Old. He could definitely pinch for the last 15 or so. Aspect gets 1, but not enough for the kills, but I like the attempt. But an early lead from Kenny's Walk after a beautiful P2 hold. I mean, basically 60 that entire hill there. And you see it reflected in the scoreboard. About a 60-point lead as we head to P3 here. This timing mid-map could be critical. Jex wins it. Aspect and crew are in new, though. You got Smudge just waiting on the time, but he's going to get red. Nice little corner. It doesn't matter because reload guns you. Now the push is on. Power Surge, I mean, haven't really had a whole lot of time so far on this map. Having a tough start of things, honestly. Just not winning the slaying battle. Everybody positive, really, other than Schnaps right now. Absolutely frying for the side of Kenny's Walk here. But it has been a back-and-forth P3, to say the least here. Aspect with a nice little double chimes in with the help of his teammate. And there you go, Power Surge. They get the time. They flip the spawns with 20 seconds left. That's what you need to do after having a rough start. Is try and lock down the spawns for the new hill, because I mean, they're very critical on P4, I feel like, especially. Can you lock them down, though? It's going to be the question, because the spawn-outs are starting to happen. Parallels coming through. Ira able to get 1, but this gunfight in the back is going to be so important. Kaisel in the back, able to get 1, and there you go. Waits for his teammates, and 4 dead in the feed, and there you have it. Power Surge. This is their opportunity now to get themselves back in this game. They're down quite a bit, but you could definitely 60 P4 with good teamwork, good gunfight wins here, and so far so good. 3 dead yet again. Smudge holding from the front end of the time, and you just got to stay down, wait for your teammates' crossfire, and just be patient on this hill. You don't need to overextend too hard here. You got Kaisel on the outer, able to get the trade on 1, but how much will that affect it? Because nobody blocking in the back, so now the close spawns are coming in for Kenny's Walk. They do have some crazy split spawns here, but Aspect reads it. Nice double from Aspect. Is he going to be reading them in mid, though, is the question. The answer is no, but damage has been done. I mean, score line basically about even as we head to our second rotation of hills here on Den, and that's how quickly this map can turn on its head. It just takes 1 good hold, and you are right back in it. We'll see if it's going to be a better effort on Power Surge's side for P2 this time around. They can't afford to give up another 60 on that hill. And they are in the back. They're holding the spawns for new, and they're playing it patiently. Nice knife kill on the top broken area as well. I believe that was Smudge. He's pushing forward as well. Oh, he's coming in from reloads, but I believe he's been spotted. But oh no, the knife kill not going to be coming out. I thought maybe he had a chance, but the turn and burn's going to happen. Spawns are still up in the air, but Power Surge doing a great job Kenny's Walk struggling to try and find some gunfights on rotation. They will win one. Reloads, though, by his lonesome for the moment. Needs to try and win a big gunfight here. The stun's going to land, and the gunfight's not going to happen. The timing not working out. Smudge on a 5 spree. A big proponent of why we see this shift in the scoreline. And it's going to be Power Surge. I mean, they're clawing their way back into this one. Only 20 seconds down now. They're pushing forward toward new, but they got to be worried about Jex in the back. Kenny's Walk. Can you find anything here? Only one so far. Number 5 is going to be pinching you as well. 3 dead. Make it all 4, but the spawns are close, so Kenny's Walk. They just need to try and slow play these kills here. You cannot afford to flip. I mean, look at where Schnapps is all the way across the map at the moment. He could play spoiler here, but teammates need to wait for you, and they might not be patient enough. Yeah, all the kills are going to go the other direction, and the flips come on through, and an excellent play. Power Surge flipping the map, playing the spawners perfectly, and they are tied on up now after kind of a rough start in this den. Come roaring back on in, but a nice double from Silentez here. Able to flip them right on back, and still 20 seconds to gain, so this is not chump change here. This is a lot of scrap time to fight over. And so far, it's going to be Kenny's Walk locking down old here. The rotations for new didn't really matter a ton. I feel like P3 was kind of a wash on the first rotation. Will this one be a little bit more clear-cut and decisive for either of these rosters? That might be the determining factor in this one. Because right now, I feel like both of these teams have just been trading Money Hill for Money Hill. And sometimes it's those contest fest hills where if you can lock them down for a majority of time, that's where you really do the damage. 2 dead in the feed for Power Surge. Kenny's Walk, they're here. Got a couple of players on the point. One's outer tin. A nice win from Schnapps in tin. Stays alive, pushing forward now. Gets the trade. Schnapps going big. 2-piece from him. Reloads toward mid does fall, but I mean, that's a lot of space cleared out if you're Schnapps here. You could definitely play spoiler. Oh no, gets ripped on the outer. Would have liked to see him play a little bit more patiently off of his teammates there. Hold an iron a little bit closer, and that might cause the break coming through, but it's going to be 3 dead anyway. Doesn't matter, apparently. Mistake or not, Kenny's Walk, they'll clutch up, they'll get the wave of kills, and I mean, they already have people on the rotation to pick up these angles as well. It's only going to be Schnapps for the moment, though. You need these reinforcements to arrive quickly, because you got 4 players toward the side door area. Schnapps wins 1. In the lobby, though, that's where Aspect is lurking. He's trying to win something, but Stylentez gets double kill in the side door, and he shuts down any thought of a break coming through. Excellent hold. Kenny's Walk pushing out as well. You got Aspect toward mid-map. Can you go big here? He's going to be up top. I don't know if they're going to read him in time. He might have snuck through. He slipped the net, and he can play spoiler. You got to win the gunfight, though. He loses it. The tree is not your friend. Turn and burn there, and Aspect thought he was going to make the play, but just a little bit too, I guess, wobbly on those shots. Unable to find it. Silentez turning up big. 3 dead, and Aspect off of spawn gets dealt with as well. Now, I mean, right back in the driver's seat. Kenny's Walk up about 70, maybe 80 points if we go toward new now. And this separation will give them a chance to close it out here on the P1. We'll see if they can do it. Jex going all the way around looking for something, and he's found it. Stun's going to reveal Kaizel. He's falling, but it's all Jex now. Power Surge. Definitely still have a chance to lock it down here, but you got to deal with Jex sooner rather than later. Kaizel on the overextension, but he's going to be caught in transition. The trade is on in, but you got to be careful now. You can still lose it here on P1 if your Power Surge. Smudge looking for some shots at range. Has one up close, but can't win it. Ira toward Broken. Can you find anything with the AR? It's going to be 3 dead. Now it's all up to you. 10 seconds left, and I mean, at this point, you're spawning out if your Power Surge. I'm not sure what to expect. I mean, I don't even think Smudge has time to call in this Hellstorm. I was wondering if it was going to matter or not. He's going to call it in, but finds absolutely nothing with it. Rotations are favoring Kenny's Walking. Just like that, 3 dead. It's up to Smudge. Hellstorm didn't find anything. Can your AR find anything? He's going to find 1. Will that delay? It looks like it will for a moment, but you still got to push through. Power Surge. Got to power forward. And these are not easy gunfights. They're going to be watching these. The crossfire should be on in. They should land. There you go. Stylentez with 1. Stun's going to land. And now all you have to do is watch the side door. They have no chance to flank at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will be it. Kenny's Walk. Take map number 1. 250 to, I believe, 143 was the final score on that one. And it was a very back and forth game. I feel like it was neck and neck. I feel like, you know, Power Surge started off a little bit slow. They clawed their way back to about even, but the second half, not too kind to them. was a rough second half on this den, and unfortunately, they paid the price. Good effort across the board. I feel like Silentez doing his thing on that map, especially. I feel like 31 kills as well, doing his thing. Mick going off for his team. And on the flip side, yeah, rough map from Ira and Kaisel. I feel like that maybe some subs coming in. I'm not too sure. Those guys are on the main roster for Power Surge. I don't remember them last time. And they're not on the website. So I don't know if those are some emergency subs coming in or not. I guess, Drone, if in chat, you can let me know if that's the case. But it is going to be Kenny's Walk taking map number 1 here pretty decisively in the hard point. But we are heading to a map that is a lot newer. Well, I shouldn't say a lot newer. This is an old map, but we're bringing it back in Season 3. And we'll see how Power Surge fare in this one. Honestly, I'm actually really curious to see how they do in this map, because it's not a very straightforward map. It's a little bit atypical in the S&D world, where, you know, a lot of lines of sight. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Scar in that way. A lot of long lines of sight, not a whole lot of flank opportunities. But we'll see if that's going to, you know, be the case, if Power Surge can bounce back in this map number 2 or not. But until then, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back with that map number 2, so don't go anywhere. We'll have some more Call of Duty action back here in a minute. we are back with map number 2 here. It's going to be that Fringe SND, so it's, newer map. I haven't seen a ton of it in BO7 as of yet. I saw a decent amount in BO6 and played quite a bit, honestly, of BO6 Fringe SND. Wasn't my favorite map, but we are going to be seeing it nonetheless, and I'm curious, if any of the teams have taken what they have learned from that and added to their arsenal for this one or not, but we'll see. I mean, it's a little bit different, obviously, with the wall running and whatnot, too, as well, so maybe a little bit of different strategies, but honestly, I'm not expecting much difference, even with the wall running aspect, as so far, First Blood going to be going the way of reloads. Nice snipe coming through. I was curious if we were going to see snipers coming out, able to get one, but maybe a little bit of overchow as the double peek gets the trade, and that's a big trade coming through. Top barn is the most important part of this map, and the fact you get that kill, eliminate the sniper player is huge, but can you convert now? Look at where Schnapps is, wrapping back. He might have a gunfight here in a moment, going for the pre-fire, not going to find it, but Native collects on to another one. Native coming in as well. I knew there was an E-sub. I had a feeling, and there you go. Now you get the main man on the roster back in, so 2v3, still doable situation if you're Kenny's Walk here, but you gotta try and find something soon. It looks like Native might have just lagged out, though. I'm not sure what's going on. Yep, probably did, I'm assuming. I'm not sure what's going on with Native. Maybe having internet issues or something. I'm not too sure, but hopefully that doesn't persist, and we can get him actually playing the game. That'd be ideal. And it's going to be now just a 1v2. Schnapps with the boomstick, back pocket weapon as well, but has a lot of work to do. Sees one in the corner. Gonna go for it. Finds him. 1v1 now. Aspect versus Schnapps. And Aspect behind enemy lines should be able to find him here in a minute. And all you gotta do is play time if you're Aspect. The defuse is gonna come through, and the shots are gonna land. Aspect converts it. And Kenny's Walk, excuse me, Power Surge, gonna convert the first one. And honestly, good one for them to find, considering you lost your player to some internet, or whatever the hell happened there. So hopefully he'll get back in the lobby. Hopefully we don't have to reset this. I would like to not have to reset this, but you never know. With online, with COD, sometimes the servers are just absolutely terrible. Sometimes your internet just sucks. And we'll see if that's going to be the case. It looks like we might need to reset here. I don't think he's back in yet, so let me check the chat just to make sure. Yeah, nothing in the chat either. So it looks like we will have a reset, unfortunately. That round probably, I'm assuming, will count there. Since they played it out, and I'm assuming it's going to count just because Power Surge won it 3v4, so I'm imagining that will stick. So yeah, interesting one. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully Native can get back in there. Otherwise, they might have to run the E-sub again. Honestly, if he's having internet issues or something, I'm not sure what's going on with Native. Hopefully he's back in sooner rather than later. But I don't know. It's tough to say. Well, it's interesting, I guess we'll say. But oh well, he's back in the lobby now. So I mean, yeah, sure, quick. Hopefully he stays in the lobby this time, you know what I'm saying? That would be ideal. We'll take a quick look at the series overall while we wait for them to restart this map, and it looks like they will switch sides on me, probably, is my guess here, since it's 1-0. But we will have exposure overload guaranteed coming up next in the respawn, and I feel like map number 1, if that's any indicator of how things are going to go, Kenny's Walk probably favorites in that one, but with Native, I definitely think your slaying is a lot stronger. I feel like if Native comes in, shows out like I know he has in the past, it's going to be a lot closer of a map. I feel like even, Power Surge might have the edge in this one with Native. We'll see. But, I mean, SND, it's kind of up in the air. This is the one I had all the question marks on in the series, and I feel like for good reason. I feel like this is such a coin toss type of map. It's like whoever steps up in this one can win the series, because I've seen teams absolutely get rolled on this map. It's not one for the faint of heart. Let's put it that way. So honestly, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. We're getting another reset here, so hopefully we can get things started here in a moment. But I guess what I'm really looking forward to for this series is that Sake Hardpoint map number 4, because I have not casted that map yet. I am eager to see what ends up happening on that one, because I played it a little bit, played some 8s, played some ranked. It's not the worst map. It's not the best map. I think it's definitely a map that favors rotations for sure. You got to make sure you're rotating on a map like this, because if you don't, you're spawning all the way out in Timbuktu, and it could be a long walk to try and find any sort of break attempt, even from the front, to be honest. So you got to make sure, especially on P2, P3, you're rotating, making sure you're not flipping. And even on P4, honestly, can be hard to break from the front. as well if you're holding those back spawns. So curious to see how that one shakes up if we need to go to that one. I'm hoping we actually get a map 4 in this one, at the very least, just so I can see that one, selfishly. But we'll see if that's going to be the case, as it will be Raid S&D map number 5 if we do need to go there. You know, tale as old as time. Raid S&D, one of my favorite maps. And, you know, honestly, to close out the series, I wouldn't mind a Raid S&D if that's going to be the case. But we are back on in after another reset here. And hopefully, I believe it was just the teams that were wrong is why we reset that the second time. So hopefully Native's good. Hopefully his internet's holding up. And we got to be careful here. Aspect. Going to be up by his lonesome. Whoa, number 4 just ran up straight in mid-map and just got ran at. Aspect, speaking of getting ran at, Jack's going to fly at you. He'll get the equalizer, but not a whole lot of sight control. You got a player in the room there, but instantly traded on out. Not the best situation. Smudge behind enemy lines. Oh, but Jex is going to spot him. Jex is going to spot him. Now it's just down to Native. Gets the first one planting, but bomb did go down, so now in a difficult situation. 2v1, you got the sub, but Reloads has the sniper out, but he does have the back pocket AR, so difficult situation regardless. Native, I think he spotted one on the bomb. Now he definitely did, but too little, too late. Native is going to fall. And it's going to be tied up 1 apiece. Reminder, Power Surge did get that first round before the reset, so we are tied at 1 here. This one is going to be close. This one isn't going to be close. Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect in S&D, especially on this map. I feel like it's such a weird map. I feel like there's a lot of teams just... I'm going to be honest. A lot of teams just suck at this map. I've played this map in tournaments before, and this map is always like the outlier where teams just... Even last year, they just did not know how to play it. You either do or you don't know how to play this map. I feel like it's one of those. It could be a difficult one. Looks like aggression toward 10, and that's going to be the first one falling. Jex for another one. Jex has been so good on this search so far, man. 4-0 start from him after the reset. Doing his thing, but you got Kaizo in the pinch. No, Kaizo's going to get cleaned up. Would have loved to have had that kill, and now Reload's going for a snipe, but he's going to get, wow, destroyed. I'm not going to lie. That's what happens when you miss your shots. Wait, Schnapps, you see him. You see him, Schnapps. There we go. Got to get your eyes checked maybe a little bit there. I know I have Codcaster, but that was kind of ridiculous. And now Native in the 1v3. Car bomb. Not going to go off, but the pinch is there. And Kenny's Walk take care of business yet again. 2-1. Now up in the search. And Jex so far still on that spree. Silentez gets the last kill here, and we'll see what Power Surge have to answer back. Haven't loved what I've seen out of them so far, despite winning the first round. We'll see if Kaizo can get more involved. Kind of had a rough map number 1. Looking at him to try and have a big bounce back here in the search, but it's going to be a hard map to try and find as this SMG. Reload's going to pull out the AR instead of that sniper, but he's going to get ripped. Native, nice shots, but he's going to get ran at. Native for the trade on another one. Jex is going to fall, and there you go. Native, the hero in that round, gets a couple of kills. Now 1v3. For Silentez. We'll see if he can find anything here. Has one. Oh, might have got the best timing on Kaizel. There you go. There's a freebie. Okay. Can you find anything else? He's found the bomb. Can you find the players? Oh, it's Silence? Okay, appreciate you. Might just call him that the rest of the time, because honestly, that name is really hard to say. Smudge in the great creddy corner, though. Should be able to get one here. Thought about the execute, but teammates probably told him, shoot your gun, or something. Maybe he thought better of it himself. I don't know. Regardless, Power Surge tie things up here at 2. He's 30. He's got cataracts. It might need some LASIK or something. I always thought LASIK was, like, super dangerous, but I see people getting it all the time now. Maybe it's more safe nowadays. Regardless, Schnapps' eyesight aside, 2 apiece now, and it's going to be heading toward the B bomb site. You got number 4 in the courtyard. Buys lonesome for the moment, but he does have a player on the bomb site. Silentez gonna get one. There you go. Silences his competition. 3v4 now. You got Kaisel trying to get into barn. He is here, but the timing is going to be everything. He's got to try and find number 3. And number 3 might have found him. There's another one for Silence. Turn. Not quite burned, but his teammates get the trade. And I mean, Smudge kind of on an island. He got one on the OE, but he lost his entire roster. And this is a map I've seen tons of clutches on in the past. It's not an easy map to get trades on, I feel like. There's so many little corridors and rooms you can kind of finesse. Oh, Smudge shot a little bit too early there, maybe. Stun's gonna land, but he is just getting shouldered to death here. Silence doing what he can on the top rope. Smudge looking for it, but player on the train area will get the cleanup on that one, and there you go. Kenny's Walk. Put another round on the board. Still that 1-round separation. Let's see if they can extend their lead a little bit. It's never really that comfortable when you only have 1 round in the lead. Now we'll see what they have on the offense for side of Kenny's Walk. I feel like Jex hasn't really had to do a whole lot, man. He's been shown the last couple of rounds. His teammates have been taking care of business after that hot start. It's been all Silence. Speaking of Silence, he's doing 360s, so we'll go on somebody more interesting. Jex, the more interesting man, but he's gonna get taken down by the triple chow coming through toward A, and I like this, honestly, from Power Surge. Just chow as a team, get the kill, back up, don't scam your life away, now make them have to come to you. Difficult to try and get toward A here. Still 2 players in this tin area. Nade's gonna land, not quite. Number 6, Smudge gets another one toward mid, and now it's just down to Schnapps and crew. Schnapps gets the trade back. The native on the bomb site is going to be so annoying. They are trapped in this tin area like sardines. They're going to get another one, though. Schnapps irons up, able to get the final one. Reload's going to fall. Just too many angles for Kenny's Walk to deal with there. Just not an ideal situation. You never want to be trapped in tin. That's probably one of the worst places you could be trapped in on this map. Just stun nades galore. Three apiece now. Oh, from Pakistan? Really? Oh, wow. That's cool. W reloads. Jack's on the defense. Gonna strike first. Gonna strike second, too. Looking for number 3. He's gonna get some tags. Does he go for it? And, yeah, maybe a little bit of an overchow there, but damage has been done. 2 kills early. And now a similar situation, but this time for Power Surge, where they find themselves back in their spawn. At least they're not trapped in tin. I feel like trapped in tin might be a little bit worse than trapped in your spawn. At least you have space in your spawn. But not exactly ideal either. And now Smudge going for a route's going to spot 1. That might actually help Kaisel out on the flip side, but he's got to be careful here. Yeah, there you go. Kaisel gets the freebie on the OE thanks to that. Little distraction coming through, and now Smudge trying to group up with his teammates. Going to fire, reveal his location, but what do you get off of this? And maybe an overchow coming through. Smudge, low HP here, should get ran at in a moment. There you go. Silence gets credit to that one. The free fire is coming on in, but you run out of bullets. You going for the chow. 1 HP on both of these players, but reloads is close enough. He gets there in time. And finally, another round 1. I feel like it's been back and forth, guys. Just everybody trading rounds at the moment. Nobody really able to win an offense so far, it would seem. We've only seen, I believe, a couple of those so far. I think only 1, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I missed the truck thing. So you might have to go back and rewatch that. Might be a red card. You never know. Back on the offense. Kenny's Walk. See if they can find the offensive victory here. This would be a huge one if they could win a couple in a row. And there you go. Another one goes down. It's going to be Aspect by his lonesome toward the site. He's got to try and go big here. He's going to get stunned. A perfect stun grenade lands. Kaisel falls. Smudge falls. Everybody falling. And Kenny's Walk take the offense. And that might just be the map right there. I mean, technically it is 5-3. So if you want to call, you know, 5-3 curse cheese, you could technically call it, but I feel like so far Kenny's Walk, I've liked what I've seen out of their offenses a lot more than what I've seen out of Power Surge. I feel like both teams, you know, shutting it down on the defense, but I mean, if you can get something done on the offense, that's a huge on a map like this. It can be hard to plant on this map. I mean, Silence going big right now, 10-4, having a map for himself. Aspect kind of struggling, honestly. I was expecting a little bit more out of Aspect this map, but we'll see. It's better late than never. 1-7. You can definitely turn it around here. You got to string a couple of rounds in a row, and there you go. Kaisel with the first blood. Smoke's going to land. Info's going to be gained. Another one in the back's going to fall. That's going to be 2 now falling for Kenny's Walk here. Both players toward this A-bomb site. An Aspect going to get shot in the back. Jex and Schnaps. Schnaps gets a double from the truck. No trade coming on out. And you thought it was going to be an easy round, but it gets a lot more complicated now. Jex shoots a little bit early, but it doesn't matter. He shuts him down anyway. Now just down to Smudge for the map. 1v2 from what, I mean, was a 4v2. And it might just all fall apart for you if you're Power Surge here. And Smudge, I'm not really sure what he's doing. Oh, he has the sniper out. I was wondering if he had it running around with the pistol. Not ideal. He does find a weapon, but, I mean, number 4 in the corner. You're not reading this. Snop's just chilling in a corner toward top barn. And Kenny's Walk with a comfortable win again on this SND here. 6-3, technically, after the reset, but they look like they're definitely more composed on this team. I'm pretty sure this was their map pick, if I had to assume. I believe it was in the vetoes, if I remember correctly, but I mean, yeah, just it's one of those things where I feel like, you know, one team just comfortable on the map, one team maybe less so on it, and that can be the difference sometimes. You know, great map from Silence there, going huge for his roster, and yeah, Aspect just kind of struggling in that one. I feel like you were really missing Aspect in that one, for sure. And we'll see if he can bounce back in this map number 3. That was kind of a tough one. It is going to be Exposure on Overload coming up next. And we'll see if they can bounce back. Otherwise, this might be a hot 3-0. And honestly, for my sake, I want to see Sake Hardpoint. I want to watch that map. I haven't got to see it a whole lot. I haven't got to cast it at all. And I was hoping to see that in this series. But I don't know. The form that Kenny's Walk are looking in right now, it's going to be a tough ask for Power Surge to try and claw their way back into this one. It's going to have to be the reverse sweep now. And we'll see if they're able to pull it off in this one. They're going to have to send us the distance. But until then, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back with map number 3 here. So don't go anywhere. Back with map number 3 and what could be the last map in this series. We'll see if the Power Surge can answer back. They're going to need to try and win this one. It's tough going so far. I feel like you're missing a couple of players. Aspect in the search. You're missing Kaisel in the first hard point. Can the team, as a unit, collectively fry together? And that's a good start from Kaisel. 2-piece to enter things off on the overload. And now they have an opportunity to try and score. Kaisel not done yet. Gets a third one. Finds number 4. Still alive, finally. taken down. The drone still not really pushed up that far on the map. They thought about trying to wrap it back, but maybe a little bit too late on that decision. So all those kills from Kaizel kind of go to waste here, and now the OE coming on in from Jackson crew. You got Native in the corner, but he's going to get red surely there. Isolated out. 2 falling on the flip side, and now it's Kenny's Walk pushing forward. You're going to try and find this player on the drone. You're going to get it. Jex is going to fall, so that's going to be drone dropped, but the kill's going Kenny Walk's direction at the moment. 3 falling. Reload's going for it. He's going to get all of them. And there you go. That might just be it. First one on the board. Kenny's Walk striking first after what was, I mean, honestly, a great opening from Power Surge here. They had the chance. They had the opportunity, but you got to seize it. Shots are going to land. Pistol shots. You're going to seal the deal on that one. And now Power Surge playing the reset. They have the personnel. Just need to win a couple more gunfights on this wave of kills. Smudge might have got horrible timing, but he wins the gunfight anyway. The pinch is coming on in, but are they going to be in time to read it? You got Jex on the OE, but it might be too little, too late. Aspect delivers that one. Signed, sealed, and on time. Tied up here in the Overload. And this one might be the closest map in the series. I feel like it has all the potential to be. You know, you were missing Native in map number 1 on the hard point, and maybe map number 2 for Power Aspect, or Power Surge. They were missing Aspect in that one, is kind of what I was trying to say. And maybe it's just a map that they don't play a whole lot either. I feel like that could definitely be the case. So this one has all the makings of being a banger. We'll see if it is. And look at this player, number 5, right below you. You got to find him. You got to find him, and you cannot. 3 dead. Reloads. Little Creddy corner finds a sneaky little 3-piece. And it's going to be number 2 on the board now. And you still have Schnapps in your base as well. You can definitely still play this reset. You got to get some kills here, and Kaizel unable to do so. Aspect, I don't know if you're going to reach Schnapps in the corner. You're not. Schnapps gets a freebie here, and it's going to be up to Native, and he can't do anything. Nice little relay coming through. Kenny's Walk playing the drone beautifully on that chain, and now have a chance to close it out in the first half here. But they don't have anybody toward the drone, so this could be a potential counter cap. Jex, the only one really able to stop it toward mid, but a W nade takes down the first one, but the drone is through. Native is here, but Native has a big gunfight to win. He can't win it. Kaizel is local, but now the reinforcements have arrived. There's 3 here. He finds the first one, but big job to do. Reloads takes care of him, and now the defense has arrived. Kenny's Walk, 3 dead. Looking for number 4. Native is going to stand tall for the moment, but he needs some help. Reinforcements are on their way. Native is going to get a double here. Can he find number 3? And he will with the help of his teammate Aspect for the trade. Aspect gets it, and you have a lead blocker in Smudge. He could definitely block it. This should be a guaranteed cap. I mean, look at that. Kenny's Walk, they're already playing new. Honestly, smartly so. You want to make sure you don't get chained on, but Native is here. Native found a gap. He makes the most of it, gets a double, but job's not done. You got to find some more than that. Kaizel, oh, almost off the map here, but are you reading 5? Yes, you are. You know you're missing someone. Callouts come to perfection, and now Power Surge still within 1. Playing the reset here. Can they find anything more? Aspect finds one on the OE, but you got Silence behind you. Behind enemy lines. Goes for a little route there. Gets a double kill. I like this. Just push up the map. Trust your teammates are going to grab the drone behind you. Make sure you're lead blocking. You found a timing. You get another one. Silence gets all of them. Shoot in their bodies, letting them know. And he's not done. He's on a 7 spree. It's going to take the half ending for him to end that spree. And Kenny's Walk coming out hot in the Overload. They'll be up in the first half here. It's still 4-2, but I gotta say, I've liked what they've done on the offense a lot more, I feel like, than Power Surge. I feel like Power Surge is just responding to a lot of the pushes that have happened from Kenny's Walk so far. They gotta be a little bit more proactive on some of these. And just win a couple of more of those gunfights in transition in the second half. Otherwise, they're staring down the barrel of the 3-0. 7 spree. Or Silence right now. 1 kill off this Hellstorm missile. We'll see if we can find it. This will be a huge boon if you are Power Surge here. You need to shut him down. Smudge down toward lower. Is he able to spot him? It looks like he will be, but is it in time? It looks like it might not have been. He gets a kill before falling. I'll check in with him off the spawn here. I'm actually curious if he got it. He did, yeah. So, Hellstorm missile, check, acquired. Now, I mean, even if you get a push, you could definitely just get shut down with a Hellstorm play. Another thing Power Surge have to worry about. Aspect getting tagged from the window. Reloads, looking to run it. He's just going to run it through, and there's nobody here to stop him. He has one more player to beat. Can you get around the corner? You can! Number 5 is through. Aspect a little too late to try and stop it. And now a 3-score differential. Not easy to come back from. It's definitely possible. There's still more than enough time if you're Power Surge, but you got to try and get some kills because this is not a good start. That's 3 dead yet again. It's just going to be Kaizel on the drone reset, but at the very least, Kenny's Walk, they're not here yet, but they will backtrack for it, and now they have an opportunity. We'll see if Silence is able to find anything here. Schnapps looking for this player, and they'll find him. You even got Jex in their window as well. They could potentially wrap this if they wanted to, but it looks like they're going to be sticking to their guns. Jex gets ones in the window. The trade on Schnapps is through, but not enough. Smudge barely there in time. Jex able to win one, though, and he's still in your spawn. You got to deal with Jex sooner rather than later because, I mean, he's going to be such a thorn in your side. Gets another one on the board. Reloads, delivers that one. Number 6 now. And honestly, Kenny's Walk looking composed, looking poised to close this one out early here. We'll see if they can get a couple more on the board before the game is over. 6-2 and 3.5 minutes. I mean, it's still more than enough time for Power Surge, but they have not looked very good off the start of this half. And you still have that Hellstorm to deal with. Reminder, even if all goes well here, you can definitely get stopped at the goal line. And really now, if you're Kenny's Walk, you could just play the time. You don't even really need to play for a score here. You could just play keep away for 3+ minutes. What do you call that? Parking the bus in the back of the map. You could just park the bus if you really wanted to. Schnapps is going to go for an overextension. He'll pay the price for it. And now it's an opportunity for Power Surge to get one on in. But, I mean, it's been rough going of it so far this half. You really need Smudge to win this gunfight, and he does. That should be freebie for that one. And Smudge, honestly, good job playing your life here. Getting out, getting some damage. But he's getting chased. And somehow he's still alive. He's able to get one off spawn. So, Smudge goes huge there. He gets the first one on the half for Power Surge. But you got to be careful because, I mean, they're getting countercapped on the flip side. Sometimes that happens when you overinvest in one score. You get countercapped immediately afterward. But the score isn't going to go through. The Hellstorm is going to be dropped, though, and Jex is still in your base. Jex is still in your base. But Stylens with the Hellstorm shuts it down, and there you go. I mean, nothing they can really do about that. The streak earned, and it delivers. 3 minutes left on the half. Silence looking for one on the OE, and it's just going to be Smudge toward mid-map to try and play the drone, but he's red. What a read from Reloads there. Nice little win with the Jaeger. And now he's got to go. Can he find something? He's going to find one more. Going for it, and he finds number 7. And this game might just be too far out of reach right now. Native is pushed up on the flip side, but unfortunately, he is red. Aspect maybe going for a little desperation attempt at the drone, and he's going to get spotted. Jex behind enemy lines, trying to find another one mid-map. He knows he's here, but somehow he ends up wiggling out of that situation. And Smudge spots him. And I believe that's another Hellstorm coming down as well from number 5. Reloads earns one. And he's going to get all the kills off of spawn. Native gets one as well. So double Hellstorm action on the map there. Interesting. Everybody using their Hellstorm missiles. And that, you know, that means not a whole lot of progress forward for either of these rosters since everybody's dying now. Aspect trying to go for a hero play, but just not enough personnel to try and assist him, and it's going to shut it down before it can even really start. I feel like for Power Surge, they just need to slow down and try and find some kills here. They're playing a little bit too fast, and I can understand why. They're under pressure, the time is ticking, but these kind of solo chow, half-ass pushes are not really going to work out too well for you if the team's playing defense properly, and I mean, that one did get close, I will say, but it was stopped at the goal line. Now the OE coming in. I mean, the drone is still here. You can definitely shut him down, but is Smudge going to be in time? It looks like the answer is no. Drone's on out of here. He is behind them. He can definitely play an annoying little thorn in your side as he gets one. Shots in on the second. And he'll find him, but every second that ticks by now is making this more and more unwinnable for the Surge. We'll see if they can find anything else going forward, but I mean, yeah, just getting outslayed at the moment, honestly, if I'm being real here. Everybody negative on Power Surge, everybody positive, basically, or even on Kenny's Walk right now, and Smudge trying to push up one last time by his lonesome, but just gonna get shut down, and Those are the kind of plays I'm talking about. He tried to beat the timing, but, I mean, you need some teammates' assistance. If you're by yourself with the drone, you're really not going to be able to find it by yourself very often. Unless you are incredibly smart with how you play the drone. If you're going for those straight up running and down plays, those typically don't work out too well for you. And now a chance for number 8 to go through. You have Schnapps. Has a lead blocker in their spawn. They win the gunfight mid-map, and it's just going to be up to number 3, Smudge, to try and defend at the goal line, and the player already out of the game before the lobby ends, and it'll be Kenny's Walk claiming victory in this series, and honestly, pretty one-sided fashion, I will say. Wasn't expecting... I was expecting, I feel like maybe Kenny's Walk to have this slight edge in this one, potentially, but I thought I was going to go, you know, the distance, maybe map 4, map 5. I didn't really give predictions beforehand, but that's kind of what I was thinking in my head canon. So the fact that they come out, take care of business 3-0 tonight, a little surprising. Maybe not so much with the maps we saw, but I feel like it was definitely a surprising result nonetheless. A good game, I feel like, from the side of Kenny's Walk, and a rough one. I feel like, you know, some of the players, you know, on Power Surge, you know, having a kind of a rough one. Looking at them to bounce back. You know, this was, I feel like, the battle of the top. There's 3 teams in this group that are 2-0 right now. So now it's only 2 of them, down to 2. And we'll see, you know, as we go forward. I'm curious that matchup with Unarmed Gaming, how that's going to go against Kenny's Walk going forward. That'll be a one, because I feel like Unarmed, yeah, undefeated, haven't lost a map yet, so that'll be an interesting one to see in the future here as well. But guys, that's going to do it for me. Let's take one last quick look, I believe, at the maps we got here. Actually, let me update that, because I forgot to do that real quick before we take a look at the maps here. It was Kenny's Walk, and it was a hot 3-0. You know, somewhat-ish close maps, I guess you could say. But I feel like they were in pretty firm control of the series from start to finish there. And that is going to do it for Power Surge and Kenny's Walk tonight. Appreciate you guys stopping on by to the channel. A little bit of, you know, not last-minute cast, but a little late in the cast tonight. But it was a fun one regardless. I was really hoping we were going to get the Saki hardpoint, but it is what it is. It happens, you know. Not much I could do about that one. I crossed my fingers, but I didn't wish hard enough apparently. So that's gonna do it. I'll send you guys the VOD after this is over. And yeah, appreciate you guys once again for hanging out with me in the chat. That was a fun one. Until next time, my name is Calamity. I will see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you.
Holy steady watching me. Every day they clocking me. Red alert, I'm the dangerous. I keep that clock on me. And they ain't looking for no choke. I'm just looking out for me. Cause I done did shit the niggas ain't talking about no rapping beat. Boy, I'm talking tragedy. Massive, casual. Shit that I can't even remember. Bet they remember me. Shit that happened late in December. I bring that winter heat. Niggas down the whole October. The real Halloween. Back to back funerals is them or us. It's him or me. Don't get booked cause ain't no bond money. We doing this shit for free. If he told her that ain't my homie, that little nigga weak. If I miss ain't going to sleep, I'm in the street. We play for keys. 2011, August 11, R.I.P.O.D. August 9th, 2 days before, I turned 17, 21 to 45. I'm like, what the fuck that mean?
You fighting an armed robbery, shorty. That's what they offer.
My little brother getting big.